What's happening with it, y'all, man? As always, this your boy Gabe, and I'm glad that y'all could chill with me today. So this is gonna be a really good one. Tomorrow comes the huge thing that everybody been waiting for, and that's Patrol 4. Why is everybody so excited for Patrol 4? Because of this right here. You're going to be given the option out of receiving some great rewards for finishing this off. So of course, you banged out, you could finish Patrol 1, finish Patrol 2, Patrol 3, and Patrol 4. You finish all of those, and it's gonna give you the option between a Wolfpack token, shaded comic material, that rank 140 artifact pack, level 7 ally, as well as the brand new Ally Legion Tribute. 1,000 of these give you an ally that you can share their rank on every single alt you have. I don't really play alts because I just don't have the time for them. I don't have the investment for them these days. But I'm going to be going with the 140 artifact pack. That's just a little tip to y'all. So as the title suggests, we're going to be talking about the strongest artifact in the game and the must-have artifact if you're planning on DPSing. So right off the bat, we're going to go to inventory, and I'm going to show y'all just what I got on right now. So we're going to start off with the transformation card, the Omega Totality, Sinestro's Corrupted Power Ring, Eye of Gemini, and Scrap a Soul Cloak. All of these are really good artifacts, but you know what we're going to do with these artifacts for this testing? We're going to remove every single one of these artifacts that's not the one we're going to be talking about. So let's start off with what we're going to remove first. Should we remove Omega? Let's remove transformation first. Then we're going to remove scrap. Okay. You can't go wrong with EOG. I mean, it's crazy. So let's go off with Sinestro's Power Ring. And then out of these two, what we're going to keep here? Spoiler alert. This the strongest artifact on the entire game. If you're DPSing, the first artifact you should level is Omega Totality. It carries DPSing. So I'm going to explain exactly what this artifact does and why it's so key to DPSing. So off the bat, the Omega Totality artifact carries any power set on this game. The last video prompted this video because I know a lot of people in the comment section was like, you did hard light wrong. Hard light is good and it's B and A tier. Then you had some people saying Celestial is just fine. All you have to do is use smite and this and then you use Omega and that's great damage. I don't think a lot of people notice, and all of this is just is based off the Omega Totality. So I'm going to explain really easily what this power set what this artifact does, and it's absolutely insane. So 2 powers, if you use 2 superpowers, you're going to see some colors changing in this artifact. So we're going to make this real simple. I removed all the other artifacts so y'all can see exactly what's going on with this one. We're going to come to, and I'm going to show y'all what make this thing so dang strong. So we're going to use 2 powers here. You see the color changed on Omega Totality, right? Use it. Right off the bat, we get some okay ticks. So that's with 2 powers used. If you use this artifact 4 times, the channel time is going to decrease by 50%. So let's try that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's going to go light blue. We're going to use that. Now the channel going to be shorter. So we go ahead. We're going to use this 6 times. That's going to explode a target at the end of the channel, dealing 25% extra. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Now it's a dark blue. Let's use this at the end. It's going to do explosion. Bam. We ain't get to the good stuff, y'all. Like, just it's going to be crazy. So 8 powers, you finish your damage, you're going to increase by 25%. We're not really worried about that. It's the 10 superpowers. And I'm going to string everything together perfectly where y'all going to understand why this artifact is so strong and why power sets like water and rage is going crazy right now. Earth is really nice with this too. So 10 superpowers in your Omega Beam hits all targets near the target within 10 meters for the full duration. So a big thing on this game is damage splitting. If you use an AoE ability, which is an area effect ability, which attacks multiple people, your power, I could show this better than this. Okay, so look, I come over here, I crit for 200,000. So basic attacks is hidden for like 100,000, right? Bam. So I'm gonna use it consistently, as y'all can see. About look at that. So unless it's crit, it's about a 100,000 hit. Nothing special, nothing bad about that. So when we come over here and we use this ability on AoE, you see how the damage dropped. Now we went from 100,000 on every target, non-crit, to 80,000 basically. So that's called damage splitting. And that's why a power set like water is doing so much damage, because if I was to use tsunami strikes or aquatic arsenal, the damage is not splitting. So I won't get this right off the bat when I tell people the gap between water DPSing is such massive compared to everything that it's not even funny. Rage is the best thing possible to attempt to keep up with it, and that's all because Berserk is such a strong supercharge. I mean, Berserk carries. So again, we're gonna use it a few more times. Y'all see it's a basis of around 77,000. It gets even worse when we come over to the more targets. So we come over to these, and again, now we don't went from 77,000 to 46,000, 44,000. As y'all can see, the damage is getting lower and lower. Now, the key part about it is we still gonna talk about Omega Totality. So you see how that damage continuously dropped. Watch this. So this is fully charged Omega. Now again, I've removed all of the artifacts I have on me besides Omega Totality, right? So I'm not even doing the amount of damage Omega really does. Again, we're gonna charge this thing up. Full stacks is gonna go like an orange. And again, we're gonna use it. The damage is not splitting. That's key to DPSing, that your damage is consistent. So again, we're gonna use it. We're gonna build it up all the way to max stacks. We're gonna wait till it get to orange, and we're gonna turn around and bam, we're gonna use it, and let's see what we're hitting for again. There's even more targets. Look at the damage. The damage is absolutely insane. Omega is literally carrying pretty much every power set on the game. So when I tell y'all a power set isn't really good, and then right after that you'd be like, oh, well, I could use this and this, and then I could use Omega. The power set isn't good. Omega Totality is good. That's a huge difference. Now, let me tell you the flaw with this. So we're gonna go ahead and what is this dude using? What could it be? Oh, he using Rage. Look how quickly he's building up Omega. This is the perfect example because I'm not Rage at this moment, but he's using Berserk right there. He's going back into Bombardment, and he's gonna finish it with Omega. That's literally Rage's perfect rotation right there. Crazy damage. So we're gonna come back over here, and again we're gonna try this a little differently. We're gonna equip all these artifacts back on again. Bang bang. Put this one on. What I'm missing? We could throw. Let's see, what am I missing? Trance. Perfect. That's gonna make it do even more damage. So we're gonna go into it again, building up. This damage is gonna be like, what the heck? So go into it. We're gonna build it up until orange again. And you see how slow I'm building this up, right? That's the flaw with this. But the damage is insane. 300,000 crits. Like nothing's keeping up with Omega. This literally should be the first artifact y'all build up. I don't care what nobody else on this game say. The first artifact as a DPS you need to invest in is Omega to 200. Don't touch nothing else until you get Omega to 200. So now we're going to get to the flow with the power sets as I'm talking about it, right? So speed is everything. Most of the elite DPS on this game is Rage. I'll eat the water right now. Both of these power sets are really fast, and that's the combo. It's the perk of being a combo power set. You can build up the Omega Totality stacks really quickly, much faster than I could do it this. Like this is slow as heck. Like by the time I'm using this, the person already set off Omega. They could get off Omega. I could probably guess maybe 10 times per 10 times. I'm gonna word this one. They could probably get off Omega 3 times before I could get off Omega, one time. That adds up really quickly where they're just gonna be blowing me out the water. So the key to it is, again, we're gonna go into it one more time. Use Omega. You see how much damage that's doing. It's hard to keep up with that. So it's hard to fix something like this because you would have to fundamentally change every single power set. I don't ever see them changing something like a mental, which again, I love how mental works, but I'm not keeping, a rage with bombardment, tsunami strikes, aquatic arsenal, jackhammer. Nope, nothing's keeping up with how fast they could build the stacks up. I want to make that very clear. Electric is pretty solid because their powers are pretty quick. Plus, circuit breaker makes Omega hit even more, so that kind of make up for it. But if you think you about to be keeping up with this and you just for supercharged using Neo Venom Boost, I could promise y'all it's not gonna help y'all keep up with them other power sets that could build Omega stacks faster. So y'all, I didn't want to make this a really long video. I'm gonna cut this one short. I have a lot of stuff to do before tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. As always, y'all. Until the next video, y'all be cool, man. Be safe.